Hello, my name is Janis Koch. I met Bunny in the 90s. Sort of late to meet her, right? I got a master's degree in women's studies after being an undergraduate student in the sciences and science education. I went on to do a doctorate in science education when I discovered, in fact, there just weren't enough people who understood the importance of having a history of women in science. Understanding that having a history was a prerequisite to claiming a right to shape a future. Now, where do I land up in the 90s? But on the same team as Bunny, and we were consultants to federally funded gender equity projects. Bunny's work focused on higher ed, and my work focused on pre-college education. But of all the things that I remember, it was Bunny's applying her work on the chilly climate for women in college classrooms to the pre-college environment. And when we were working with teachers, at the time I was teaching a course on gender issues in the classroom, when we were working with teachers, the two of us were able to model for our audience what that might look like to be a girl, to be a young woman in a coeducational classroom who really was ignored, was not valued in the ways that her male counterparts were. Bunny brought that home by role-playing every single incident she would talk about. And of course, over the years, we connected, and when I moved down here from New York, we visited often. But I think what I want to share most with you today about Bunny, and all the things we say about her, how she helped us to look at all environments through the lens of gender. What are the girls and women doing there? What is their experience of sitting in that classroom? How do they feel about themselves? How can we help them feel better about themselves? Of all the things she did, she was so large in the impact she made on educational and social and corporate board environments. But her great value to me was always that she modeled to me what it looked like to be a strong, intelligent, kind, generous of spirit, brilliant strategist woman who had the strength of conviction and the clarity of focus and never had to be better than. She was never one to pass judgment. She was never one to be in any way in competition with you. She wanted to hear about who you were and what you were doing and what you thought. And she accepted that. And she valued it. And she made you feel very important and very, very liked. And most importantly, she really did model a generosity of spirit towards all people in ways that I have never experienced from anyone else. I thank her for that. I thank her for showing us what it looks like to be so strong on truly feminist terms, on truly the terms that girls and women were raised to be nurturing and kind, loving and accepting, warm and acknowledging of others. She was all of that, and powerful and strong, accomplished and brilliant. Thank you.